So I did a training this weekend. It was a 3-hour training with Coach Jimmy Hayes from PIO. And he had sent us a pre-homework or pre-training homework. And what he did was go through the memory jogger. And I'm like, it's the memory jogger. Like, who cares? And it just hit me as he was kind of going through it. Like, wow, this is just a really great tool. And I think a great way for us to just sit here, because so many people are like, oh, I'll build my list later. Oh, I'll build my list later. And you just forget about it. And even though I've been in this for 3.5 years, I always think it's so important to just go back, because you've added new people and you've built new relationships and they might not have entered your list. So what I'm going to do is I have my memory jogger right here, and I am going to read off things for you guys. And I want you to start writing down names as I just say stuff, and just keep writing, and maybe I'll send a prize to the person who has the most names. So if other people hop on, they're going to be like, what the heck? And I'm just going to keep on going. So your mother, father. So just start writing down names. And that was the other thing. Don't think about, oh, they're never going to buy it. Oh, they would never become a coach. These are people that could lead into other conversations for you. They might be a connector for you. And I think that's a great way to kind of look at it. Just think about it. It's just everybody's a connector. And who can you add value to that they might say, oh, you know what? I don't want it, but my friend does. So, okay. So mother, father, grandparents, in-laws, and I just signed my mother-in-law this weekend, siblings, children, aunts, uncles. I'll give you a few minutes, a few seconds. Nieces, nephews, cousins. I know I have a billion of them.
My pen died. Can you give me a second?
Yes, go get a pen.
All right, hold on. Thanks. Okay, I'm good.
Good. Friends. And I mean, with Facebook, you can go grade school, preschool friends, high school friends, college friends, coworkers, church members, any social groups or clubs, neighbors, babysitters, school groups, organization friends, casual acquaintances, Chamber of Commerce, any networking groups. And I would just write down like some of the groups that you're in, any of those like sale groups, mom, like resale type of things. Because I'll often see a lot of those, selling like a Beachbody program, and I'll reach out to them and just say like, hey, like, did you not like the program? What were your thoughts, and see if I could help them. Facebook friends, which obviously you can actually like download a list of all your Facebook friends as well. And I think if you just Google it, I think there's like a YouTube video or whatever that you can do that. Your child's birthday invitee list. And I know, I shared with you guys on a video last week or 2 weeks ago, I invited she's a super nice person, but probably the scariest person from Faith's, a friend of Faith's at school. And she's so fit and has so many people, and it terrified the crap out of me. And she was super nice and was like, yeah, I'm already in a bunch of running groups. I'm like, no problem. But I survived. I didn't die. And so now talking to anybody after her, I'm like, I can handle this. Like that one person. Your current address book or online contact manager, just the people you have in there. Your wedding invitee list. Your school rosters, holiday card lists, and then like church or any spiritual group directories. And so hopefully you guys are thinking of names. This is just kind of names popping in, and just writing them down and not thinking how you're going to sell them or whatever. You're just writing down names. So people who want to get into shape, who want to eat healthier, want to lose weight, people who want to pay down their credit card debt, want to help their spouse retire early, people who go to the gym. And I'll just add, to get all those individuals on the performance line would just be amazing, And Amanda, I think, is a great person to give as a testimonial who goes primarily to the gym and how much Shakeology has changed her life, and what an advocate she is. People who don't like their jobs, individuals who are actively looking for part-time jobs, individuals who want more time with their family, people who are already into fitness and nutrition, people who are ambitious, they're enthusiastic, they're competitive. So now this is a list of just jobs and just kind of people to think about, who are in those jobs. So accountants, actors, advertisers, airline attendants, Army officers, artists, athletes, acupuncturists, bakers, banking professionals, barbers, baseball players, anybody working in a beauty salon or boys clubs, brokers, builders, campers, chiropractors, consultants, computer engineers, cooks, dancers, dentists, dermatologists, designers. I'll let you write. I'm going to drink recharge. DJs, doctors, dry cleaners, education professionals, electricians, Elks lodges. I don't know. I'm sure we all know somebody that owns an elk lodge. Engineers, entertainers, environmental scientists, exchange clubs, farmers, film industry professionals, firemen, fitness instructors, florists, food services, fundraisers, funeral directors, gardeners, geologists, girls clubs, golfers, government workers, graphic artists, gymnasts, hairdressers, handy persons, people who own health clubs, health practitioners, hikers, headhunters, hospital staff, hotel staff, human resources staff, insurance salespersons, interior decorators, investors, janitors, jewelers, karate masters. I'm going to butcher this. Kinesiology instructors. I don't know what that is. Taryn, do you want to tell me?
That's like kind of like PE. They teach you how body movements and stuff.
Yeah, talk to them. Kickboxing classes, kitchen renovators, Kiwanis clubs, lawyers, leasing managers, loan officers, makeup artists, managers, manicurists, martial artists, massage therapists, mechanics, medical professionals, midwives, ministers, moms groups, moose lodge clubs, mortgage brokers, movers, music teachers, musicians, mutual fund managers, Navy officers, nonprofit organizations, nurses. Start writing down all your nurse friends. Nutritionists, office managers, optometrists, orthodontists, osteopaths, painters, party planners, pediatricians, personal trainers, pet care professionals, pharmacists, photographers, physical therapists, piano teachers, playgroups, plumbers, podiatrists, police officers. Aaron's probably like, what the heck are you doing? Aaron, can you hear me?
Yes.
We're going through a list, the memory jogger for Beachbody, and just writing down people's names as we think of them. We're about halfway through the list. I'm sure the rest of them are super happy that we're almost halfway through. So just start writing down names as you think of people. Promoters, property managers, public relations professionals, psychiatrists, psychologists, recreation therapists, realtors, recruiters, rehab specialists, reporters, repairmen, retirement centers, Rotary clubs, runners clubs, salesmen, scientists, shoe repair people, Shriners temples, singers, skaters, skiers, skincare consultants, social workers, software engineers. If anybody calls bachelor and gets like a software sales, if he wants to join our team, you get like super bonus points, okay? Spas, swimmers, sports teams, tailors, tanning salons, teachers, telecommunications, telemarketing, television repairmen, tennis instructors, therapists, trades workers, trainers, tutors, upholstery cleaners, vacuum repair people, valet attendants, veterans, vocational consultants, volunteers, waiters, web designers, writers, YMCA members, and yoga classmates. And then we are going to go through the states. So if you're thinking, you start thinking of people who live in these states: Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho. Anybody else start thinking of the song when you say the states, like you sing it? If I start singing it, don't laugh. Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming, and then Canada. So hopefully this made you start thinking of some names of people that maybe you wouldn't have contacted before, just to send a message, just to say, hey, how are you? When you're adding value on your page, giving tips on your page, and then you message somebody and just say, hey, how are you? And stay focused on them, it's going to kind of it's going to flag in their mind. And then you kind of just start building that relationship, and I truly believe it's best. It doesn't feel salesy if they come to you and they're like, hey, I'm struggling with this. I've seen you posting it on your page and I need help. You've already built up that trust. You're not trying to sell them anything. You're just like, hey, yeah, I've been doing this, or I've been drinking my Shakeology, or they're like, I'm struggling financially, and you've been sharing this journey on how, you're paying off debt, or you guys just went on this amazing vacation that Beachbody paid for. What is this all about? And it's just because you've spent that time building that relationship. And I'll share with you guys, I think I posted it. I don't know, but I'll post it in the page again. But if I didn't, I've just been going through that Teamsy. You just download everybody you have from Facebook and from Beachbody, and it tells you who to connect with every single day. So there were a lot of people that I've become friends with on Facebook just by hitting send friend requests, but I have no idea who the heck they are. We have a bunch of common contacts, but I just really don't know. And I always kind of blame my memory. I'm always I'm sorry. My memory's gone. I don't know if I know you from high school, from college, from grade school, from work, or what. It's such a small world. But I will just say, hey, sorry, kind of a random message, but I've made a point this year to actually talk with my Facebook friends, not just like or comment on their page. And I just wanted to reach out and say, hi, I see we have a bunch of like common connections. How do you know so-and-so? Oh my goodness, puppies. Sorry. Like they've never done that in our calls. So, and a lot of them come back and it's a super positive response. It's like, oh my gosh, that is so nice. Because how many people actually send somebody a message saying, hey, I just wanted to know how you are. And I sent a message to somebody and I didn't know she graduated high school from Royalton, but like in 2004. So I graduated college in 2003. So I'm like, yeah, we don't, but we have a bunch of common connections. And she was like, I was having the absolute worst day ever. And you're random, like, hey, I just wanted to see how you were, and I hope you have an amazing day, meant so much to me. Like, how are you? And so we started talking, and she has a bunch of animals and whatever. And it didn't go into like a sale or anything, or hey, do you want to join our team? But it was just a great way for us to kind of talk. And now she's seeing my posts, and who knows what will happen. But that's what the point of this list is, because I think a lot of us are like, I don't have anybody to talk to, because we go into it thinking I have nobody to sell this to, or I don't want to go in selling it. But if you're just focused on cultivating that relationship, being more interested in somebody else than getting them interested in you, they will eventually reciprocate and be interested in you. So I'll give you guys a few seconds. I want to know, how many names did you come up with? I know it was a short time, but how many, or you could show me. Maybe we'll do that. Show me your lists before I come over. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Erin, I'm proud of you for hopping on and jumping in on it. You're probably like, what the heck is she doing? You can go back and listen from the beginning. It's awesome to just hear me list all of the occupations and states and places that you could think of. But I just thought it was just a really cool way to do it, to just be like, how many times I've said, do you have your list? Did you have your list of 100? And you're like, yeah, because I did it to Meg. Like, sure, I have my list of 100. But this was I thought it was just a great time to be like, okay, we're all here. You have like a half hour of where I'm going to tell you a bunch of things. And it just was a different way to just, I think, look at it. So hopefully that you guys found that helpful, and you can start going through and just messaging people and see what happens. My computer's going crazy. So do you guys have any questions? That's all I have for tonight. Next week, I think I'm not sure what I want to talk about next week yet. I'm trying to get very organized and make sure we're adding value every single week and giving little tips, but keeping it simplified.
Going back to your just making a connection or sending a message, one of the girls that I had been trying to for, over a year, get her to commit to doing 21-day fix. Her dog was having issues and had surgery, and I hadn't seen that she had posted anything in like 2 days about her dog. So I sent her a text message instead, just saying, hey, I haven't seen anything lately. How's your dog? Well, 2 days after that, she finally got back to me 6:30 in the morning on Sunday saying, I just bought my 21-day fix. I'm ready to go. I was like, whoa, okay.
You're like, for me?
But you know what I mean? I didn't send her that message thinking that she would do that. It was just how's your dog? And there you go. So now tonight I've got 2 more that I'm going to send that hopefully. I do have that in mind, but.
And like I've always told people, like I think, and I talked to a friend, and it sounds like weird to say it, but if somebody tells me about like a big event, a surgery or something that's going on, I will actually get out my calendar. I will find that date and I will write it down, and I will send them a message, because I think especially now in this time of like almost like over communication between texting and Facebook messages. Oh, poor baby. He breaks my heart. He's sick. The puke bucket, Faith.
No more puking right now.
She's had that. Where's my bucket? Where's my bucket? But so many people, maybe it hasn't come up into something, but like I'll send them a message and they're like, thank you for thinking about me. Because how many people are like, oh yeah, I'll think about you. And then you never just go that extra step to, send that message and say, hey, I know this is happening tomorrow. Like just so you know, I'm thinking about you, So I think that's the key to this business and any business. Just care about others, and they know what we're doing. Beachbody spends enough on infomercials. They have all the results. That's what differentiates you from everybody else, is your ability to connect with individuals and just be a good friend and care about them, and they come. So start messaging people. This month is the Team Cup month, where it's just like a great time to, build camaraderie just as a team. And I have some huge goals and have to get more disciplined in tracking and doing that stuff. So I think it's a good month, a fresh start. So thank you for hopping on. Any questions before I let you guys go?
No.
Okay. And Kristen, I have that Pick Monkey video that I have to copy and just paste into the group. So, well, Natalie, thank you for hopping on for our first call. Sorry, this was a kind of a random first call for you. I try and add more tips than just read off a list. But hopefully you found it helpful to just start thinking of people, because you're already starting to post, and I'm sure you're having some people start thinking about what you're doing on your Facebook page with your posts. And so I'm guessing that soon there's going to be a lot of people going, okay, so what are you doing? So that will be easier to kind of have that conversation flow. All right, friends, we'll have a fabulous night, and I will talk to you guys later. Okay.
Good night.
Good night.